In this chapter, we will learn the land resources of India. Land use pattern of India. The distribution of land for different uses such as forestry, cultivation, pastures, etc. is called land use or land utilization. It is determined by various factors such as relief features, climate, soil, population density, socio-economic and technical factors. Land is one of the most important natural resources of a country. Its proper use is very essential for the growth of economy. In India, the land use pattern can be classified into several categories: net sown area, forest area, land not available for cultivation, fallow land, cultivable wasteland, permanent pasture and other grazing land, and land under miscellaneous uses. Now let us discuss each one of these in brief. Net sown area. It includes land that can be used to cultivate crops. This category is very important in an agricultural country like India. It accounts for about 42.42% of the total reported area of India. The highest proportion is found in the states of Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal, Uttar Pradesh and Kerala. It is least in northeastern states and medium in other states. Forest area. In India, only 22.8% of the total reported area is under forest. It is high in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands and in the northeastern states. It is least in states of Haryana, Punjab, Rajasthan and Gujarat. Land not available for cultivation. Land used for non-agricultural purpose like human settlements, roads, railways, canals, mountains, sandy waste, etc. come under this category. Nearly 14.1% of the total reported area of the country belongs to this category. It is largely found in Assam, Manipur and Sikkim, but in low proportion in Goa, Kerala, Odisha and Maharashtra. Fallow land. It refers to the land which is not used for cultivation. It accounts to 8.2% of the reported area. It is largely found in Mizoram, Tamil Nadu and Meghalaya and less in Tripura, Puducherry, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Cultivable wasteland. It includes the land which is not taken up for cultivation due to certain soil deficiencies. It is extensive in the states of Meghalaya, Goa, Nagaland and Rajasthan. It accounts to 4.3% of the reported area. Permanent pastures and other grazing lands. It accounts for only 3.4% of the total reporting area in India. It is largely found in Himachal Pradesh, Gujarat and Madhya Pradesh. Land under miscellaneous uses. It includes gardens, orchards and plantations which account for only 1.1% of total area in the country. Such land is more in the states of Assam, Nagaland, Meghalaya, Kerala, Karnataka and Himachal Pradesh, etc. Now let's discuss about the agriculture. Tilling of the soil for raising food crops and raw materials needed by human beings is called agriculture. Now the term is also extended to include stock raising, poultry farming and beekeeping. What is the importance of agriculture? In India, a country known for agriculture, nearly 65% of the people depend on agriculture. The economic progress of the country depends on the progress of agriculture. Agriculture in India is the main source of livelihood. Agriculture supports tertiary sectors like trade, transport, banking, insurance, etc. It supports many industries, that is cotton and jute textiles, sugar industry, etc. What are the types of agriculture? On account of geographical and socio-economic factors, various types of farming are practiced in India. They are as follows: the subsistence farming, intensive farming, commercial farming, mixed farming, plantation farming, dry farming, humid farming, and irrigation farming. We'll be discussing this each in brief. Subsistence farming, a type of farming in which the production of crop is consumed almost by the farmer and his family, leaving only a small portion for sale. It is widely practiced in northeastern states, Odisha and Madhya Pradesh. Under subsistence farming, there are two types: shifting subsistence farming, sedentary subsistence farming. The shifting subsistence farming is a type of agriculture in which a patch of forest is cleared and burned to be cultivated for a few years until the fertility of the soil is reduced. The land is then abandoned and new forest areas are cleared and burned for cultivation. It is practiced in forest areas like Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Madhya Pradesh, Kerala and Odisha states. Sedentary subsistence farming. It is cultivation of land at a fixed location instead of shifting from one place to another. The farmland is not abandoned but cultivation years after year. Intensive farming. A method of farming in which a large amount of capital and labor are applied per unit of land is called intensive farming. Under this type of farming, land is cultivated intensively throughout the year. Farmers try to raise two or more crops to get maximum production from small land holdings. It is common in fertile and irrigated areas of the country. Commercial farming. A system of farming in which crops are grown for market is called commercial farming. Under this type of farming, only cash crops are cultivated on a larger scale, using small amount of labor, machinery and scientific methods of cultivation. Mixed farming. Agriculture involving the cultivation of crops and livestock rearing is called mixed farming. Farmers get income from both. It has been introduced in India since 1951. Now it has become popular in many states. Plantation farming. It refers to the cultivation of single crop on large estates for the market. It requires more labor and capital. Tea, coffee, rubber and coconut are the important plantation crops of India. Dry farming. A method of farming carried on in areas which receives scanty rainfall and where irrigation is either absent or limited is called dry farming. It is mainly practiced in peninsular India and in western Rajasthan. Humid farming. It refers to the cultivation of crops in areas which receive sufficient rainfall. Crops are grown without the help of irrigation. It is found along the west coast and other areas that received sufficient rainfall. Irrigation farming. A method of farming under which crops are grown with the help of irrigation is called irrigation farming. It is expensive but essential in India where the rainfall is seasonal, uncertain and insufficient. Now let us discuss the crop seasons. Cultivation of crops based on the season is called cropping season. In India, there are three cropping seasons: the Kharif crop, the Rabi crop and the Zaid crop. What is the Kharif crop season? The crops grown during the rainy season are called Kharif crops. The sowing takes place in June-July when the south-west monsoon starts, and the crops are harvested in September-October. Rice, jowar, ragi, cotton, groundnuts, tobacco, etc. are the main Kharif crops. The Rabi crop season. The sowing takes place in October-November when the northeastern monsoon begins and are harvested in February-March. This is known as Rabi crops and the crops are called Rabi crops, that is wheat, barley, gram, linseed, etc. Zaid crop season. The crops are grown in between the Kharif and the Rabi crops are known as Zaid crops. They are watermelon, cucumber, oil seeds, some pulses, vegetables, etc. Now let us discuss the cropping pattern. The cropping pattern of a region refers to the proportion of an area under different crops at a given time. The cropping pattern of any region in India changes from time to time. It is due to these several factors such as relief features, soil, climate, size of farms, water supply, income of farmers, technology, etc. Now let's discuss the major crops of India. A wide variety of crops are grown in different parts of India. They can be classified as food crops, commercial crops, fiber crops, beverage crops. Let us see first the food crops. The crops which are grown to provide food for people are called food crops. Rice, wheat, jowar, pulse, etc. are food crops. Rice. Rice is the most important food crop of India. It is staple food of the people in the eastern, southern and southwestern part of the country. It has the largest area under rice in the world. Rice is the major kharif crop of India. It requires high temperature of 180 to 250 Celsius and heavy rainfall of 100 to 200 centimeter per year. Alluvial and clay loam soils are best suited for its cultivation. Rice needs level land. Rice is grown in almost all the states of India. West Bengal is the largest production of rice in the country. The other important producers of rice are Andhra Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Tamil Nadu, Odisha, etc. Wheat. It is the second important food crop and major rabi crop of India. Wheat is an important staple food in the northern and northwestern parts of the country. It requires moderate temperature of 100 to 150 Celsius and annual rainfall of 50 to 70 centimeter. Heavy loams and black soils are the best suited for wheat. Wheat is mainly grown in the northern plains including Punjab, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra and northern part of Karnataka, of which Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of wheat in India. India is the second largest producer of wheat in the world next to China. Commercial crops. A crop that is grown for sale is called commercial crop. The crops like sugarcane, cotton, tobacco, oilseeds, etc. are known as commercial crops. Sugarcane. It is the most important commercial crop of India. It has the world's largest area under sugarcane. It is second largest producer of sugarcane in the world next only to Brazil. Sugarcane is the native of India. It is the main source of sugar, gur and khandasari. Sugarcane is an annual crop and it is grown in irrigated areas. It requires high temperature of 210 to 260 Celsius and heavy rainfall ranging from 100 to 150 centimeter per annum. It thrives best in alluvial and loamy soils. The most important sugarcane producing states are Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Gujarat and Andhra Pradesh. Tobacco. It is one of the most important cash crop of India. Tobacco is used for smoking, that is bidi, cigarette, cigar, cheroot, hookahs, etc. Very little is used for chewing, snuff and insecticides. It is a tropical crop which requires high temperature of 210 to 230 Celsius and moderate rainfall of 50 to 100 centimeter a year. Sandy loamy soil is best suited for tobacco. Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra and Bihar are the leading producers of tobacco in India. Now, India is the third largest producer and fourth largest exporter of tobacco in the world. Fiber crops. The crops which provide raw materials for textile industries are called fiber crops. Cotton and jute are the most important fiber crops of India. Cotton. Cotton is an important industrial and fiber crop. It provides raw material for cotton textile industry in India. Cotton is a tropical and subtropical crop. It requires 210 to 240 Celsius temperature and rainfall of 50 to 100 centimeter in a year. Black cotton soil is best suited for its growth. It is grown as a kharif crop. Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu are the major producers of cotton in India. India has the largest cotton growing area and is the third largest producer of raw cotton in the world. Now let's discuss the role of horticulture and floriculture. Horticulture, the intensive cultivation of fruit, vegetables, flowers, medicinal and aromatic plants is called horticulture. In India, horticulture provides an incentive for making agriculture more profitable through efficient land use, optimum utilization of natural resources, and generating skilled employment for the rural masses. It enhances exports and provides nutritional security. India is the second largest producer of fruits and vegetables in the world next to China. Its share in the global production of fruits is 11% and that of vegetable is 7%. Horticulture is carried on mainly in Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh. Floriculture. It is the cultivation of flowers for commercial purpose. India is known for the art of growing flowers since time immemorial. It plays a significant role in Indian agriculture. It has the potential of generating income and providing employment opportunities for farmers, especially women, and add to the export of the country. India is known for growing traditional flowers such as jasmine, marigold, rose, crossandra, and aster. Cut flowers includes orchids, gladiolus, carnation, anthurium, and lilies. Floriculture is mainly developed in Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, Punjab, Haryana, and West Bengal. That's all for today. Thank you.